Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. It is Friday after school. It is currently 4:20 p.m. Now, I am not going to lie to you guys. This week has been quite a doozy. I have all kinds of mixed emotions because I am disturbed, I am surprised, I am disappointed, I am happy, I am just everything. Now, the reason why I am disturbed is because not of good news. We have been having reports of bullying in the classroom. Now, let me say this. First and foremost, I have set the law on bullying. Like, there is no bullying happening in my classroom. If it does happen and I catch it, I immediately quench it. I immediately make sure I talk to them, talk to their parents, let them, remind them of the expectation. And I even try to turn it back on them and say, like, say something nice about them. You know, they struggle like, oh, I don't know what to say. But they don't leave until they say something nice about them. Like, you chose to say something mean because it's easy, right? But now you have to think real hard about saying something nice. So then they say something nice and they realize Ms. Blanco don't play. She don't play. Now, I'm going to tell you why I don't play. I was actually bullied when I was a kid. It was 5th grade, 4th grade. I don't remember. But I remember being bullied because I had glasses, so they called me Four Eyes. And I had braces, so they called me Brace Face. And I remember how terrible it felt. And I always talk about that the first week and the second week, about how bullying just stays with you. And I remember when it was in 4th and 5th, I was 9 or 10 years old. And so I think they relate to that. And so they know Ms. Blanco don't play. Now, there have been some instances where, you know, I'm not with them. They're with the other teachers, or especially in the cafeteria, or they're in art class, or they're in library. So I'm not always with them 100, of the day. So that's when they tend to, like, forget about the non-negotiables, forget about the rules, forget about the expectations, and they bully. Now, here's the even thing. The crazy thing is, this month is anti-bullying month. It's October. It's anti-bullying month. We're even wearing a shirt that says no bullying. Like, really? You're gonna bully during anti-bullying month? But nonetheless. So that's why I'm disturbed. Now, the reason why I'm also surprised is because we are having some, like, technician people come in and they are installing, like, these big black boxes. Our principal calls them microwaves because technically they look like a microwave, and I'll show you that in just a minute. So they have gone around to the classrooms, installed them while the teachers are at ancillary, and they have installed today mine. I am surprised because out of all the space in the classroom, they chose the one place that I did not want them to be. That's why I'm surprised. I walked in here, I was like, really? No me digas. The one place I did not want y'all to put it, and y'all put it right there. I'm gonna show y'all in a minute what I mean. Now, I know I'm all glowy, sorry about the light, y'all. I don't even know what my other emotions were. Oh, I'm happy because I got something for the books, and now it looks so much cleaner. I know y'all are probably sick and tired of me rearranging these books, having things moved around. I'm so sorry, y'all. I truly think, like, once something is set, like, oh, perfect, this is it, set in stone, and then all of a sudden, like, here comes a new thing, and then I gotta rearrange it. So sorry about that, y'all. I know y'all are probably sick and tired of these books, but I promise it looks so much better now. Now, there's one more thing that they gave me this week that I don't like, and it's my small group table. They took away my small group table, y'all. So remember, I had two, right? Two of the same. They came in on Monday. And they said, hey, Ms. Blanco, we need to take one of the small group tables. I'm like, why? And they were, oh, well, the computer lab, like the healthcare, I don't know who, the district or somebody, they said that in the computer lab or in the science lab or somewhere in the school, they need to have the same, like, tables. Like, it can't be like 5 different tables. I was like, do I have a choice? Like, can you find another one? They're like, no, you're the only one that has these tables. I'm like, fine. So they took away Miss Mary's, my volunteer's table, and they replaced it with a new one. But I hate the new one because it has this big old thing in the middle, and I'll show you that in just a minute. Now, I am also Like, I don't even know my emotions anymore. Last thing before I show you guys around the room, but I did decorate a little bit for Halloween. This is like a Halloween poster right here that's shooting out the window, so that way students, when they walk to ancillary or to lunch, they can kind of see it through the window there. And I do have some cute decorations, like a little Halloween dog that I have there. And I need to take pictures because I keep forgetting to take pictures for my mom. My mom made me a bouquet of flowers for fall and just like some other decor, and I'm so excited to show you guys. So without further ado, let me go ahead and just give a quick update. We are finished with module 2. The test scores, pray for me, y'all. Pray for me, because these kids are not improving. I thought they were. I thought they would do so good on their module 2 test, but they did not. I don't know, y'all. I do not know. But we are starting module 3, which is multiplication and division with area and parameter. So we will see how that goes on Monday. They are going to get their test back. We're going to fill in the data folders, and then we'll start lesson 1. But this one is like 39 lessons, so this one's supposed to go all the way to like December. We are a week behind, and surprisingly they did not adapt to like the week before Thanksgiving break. Like, you guys know, let me leave it in the comments. Do y'all actually teach curriculum on the last day before a Thanksgiving break or the last day before winter break? Because on the year at a glance, like where they put the curriculum pages and the curriculum like dates, they're over here like, oh, we have, you know, Thanksgiving break, we have like a staff development day, and then a holiday. But then they're over here seeing that we're teaching like the day before Thanksgiving and the day before winter break. I'm just like, y'all, I don't know about y'all, but I don't teach on those days. The kids only think about the breaks. Like, these kids are not going to learn anything that day except like what time is lunch and what time are we leaving. So let me know in the comments, do your school or does your district do they make you or force you to teach the day before Thanksgiving or the day before winter break? Because my district currently, it says right here that we're going to be teaching right up until the break and right until the other one. I don't think that's realistic, so we're going to be further behind when we do come back from those breaks. Let me show y'all around the room. Let's go, y'all. All right, this is what the room currently looks like. Let me give you just a quick span, and you guys can start seeing the new improvements. So let me show you on the other side. It was Monday or Tuesday when our handyman came up to me and asked, hey, I have another bookshelf. Do you want it? At first I said no because I thought, well, I don't have the room for it. But then I realized, wait, I can use that to put the books in. So then I was like, never mind. I changed my mind. Let me have it. So then we moved some desk around. We put it in my room, and I immediately started getting to work. I took the picture. So here's what it looks like before. And now here's what it looks like. It looks so good. Guys, all the rest of the Bluebonnet curriculum is here. We have all of the practice books up top. We have modules 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 6 and 7 down there. Everything fits. There are no more desks. Here we have the data folders. We have the extra dry erase markers for anybody who needs it. We do have the still broken box, and I'm currently using like the one that I found extra. This I do want to show you guys. This is for our special ed / specialist / reading intervention, those that work with the 504 / IEP / RTIs. And I'm so excited to show this. I kind of showed it a little bit to her last Monday, but I am so excited for her, and she'll be able to just take this. One of the students can just wheel it and then bring it back. We do still have some people that have the art supplies for the art class, but in here, let me kind of show you, all of them are the same. I did create this. This did take a bit, so that's probably why I could not record anything, but we have the multiplication chart and then division chart. We have the word problem breakdown. Today's number is, we have like keywords right here. We have today's number, so like place value, expanded form, expanded notation, word form. And then we have multiplication chart. We have rounding here, division chart so they can work on division. We have the reference sheet so they can get used to it, perimeter and area. They have the multiplication again and division, just another format here. This is place value, but with tens, ones, thousands, hundreds. And then same thing here. So they will get this. They will also get this that has dry erase markers and dry erase eraser, so that is for the specialist. And here we do have a whole lot of ones units. And then in this bag we have 10 rods. We do have trays in case, you know, they want to use something to hold it with. And then we do have hundreds here, and that's pretty much it. So they were asking, do you guys have like manipulatives, or do you guys have, you know, anchor charts, or do you guys have, you know, blank stuff that the students can use while they're with me, so they can get used to having those accommodations. So by the time they take STAR and MapGrow tests, they're like used to having all these things, these accommodations, so they can learn as much as they can. So every Monday when our specialist comes for our 504 students, they're going to take this. They're going to use whatever they want. They don't have to use it, but it's just extra if they want to. And so that way they can get used to having it as an accommodation. We do have the rest of the manipulatives in this tote here, so I'm going to look through them and see what's really in there, because I have not gotten a real good chance to see. Here are the rest of the paper towels that have surprisingly been used. This one's actually running out pretty soon because kids are clumsy, like I said last week, and there have been lots of spills, so this does get used almost every day. This is module 2, but this student has not been here for like 2 days, as well as this kid, so I'm pretty sure they're sick, but they'll get it on Monday when they come back, or when they come back, whenever. As for the rest, this is what the bookshelf looks like. It's super tall. Up here are like the weights, disc, or whatever else there's in here. I need to really look in it and like label it just to make sure I know what's in there, so I use them properly. But I do love the way that I can fit everything. Now next school year when they bring modules 1 through 7, I don't know where I'm gonna put like the rest, but honestly it is October, and so far modules 3 through 7 can fit. Now if we get more students, then we'll see, but for now this looks so good. Everything is organized. I know exactly where everything is, and it just looks so good. If we look over here, this is my terrible small group table that I don't like, because it's first of all, it's smaller than the other one, so Miss Mary can really only work with like 3 or 4 students, not really 5 if she kind of like squeezes them in. But it does have this thing right in the middle, and it's just really annoying. I don't know if you guys can get like a real good look at that. So it's not my personal favorite. Now on to great news. Look at the fall decoration. I need to take some pictures for my mama, but y'all, this looks amazing. Oops, I forgot to take off this little sticker right here with the price tag, so I'll do that in just a minute. But guys, I love it. Look at the cute little squirrels, guys. I was trying to put like maybe some candy. They were like, we should put some candy or some acorns in there, but I was like, I feel like kids would take that, especially since it's not like right by my desk where I can easily kind of observe. But I don't know, and I love it. And again, I love that this is being covered up with some fabric. This is like the rest of the manipulatives, which I really did not use because we just don't have time, but I'm going to try and use them as a review unit, maybe for centers or stations, something of that sort. Now sorry about the fan noise, hopefully you guys can still hear me, but I went to Kroger yesterday, and guys, look at him. I don't know his official name. We were thinking of like Bluey, like the little doggy cartoon guy, but like Bowie. I think that one stuck out to me the most. But I told him this was like a little incentive for passing your test, you know, like he's there to give you support, and you know, he's there to watch you, making sure you're doing your strategies, and you know, just trying to like live it up to little kids. But super cute. And then I did decorate the Promethean board with some fall Halloween decorations. Look at this one. This one's my favorite. Look how cute she is. Ah! So adorable, guys. I really do love decorating for Halloween, Christmas. It's gonna be so fun. Look at that. Oh, it's just so cute. And then here are my anchor charts. Did I ever show y'all this one? No, this one's actually new. I made it Tuesday, I think. This is my anchor chart for input output tables. I think I did too many examples. I should have done more of like the top part, because the kids really liked when I did pictures and like examples here. But I think I did too many examples. Like they liked this and they liked this, but they didn't really like any of the other stuff. So I don't know about that part. We did have one birthday party this week. We had to do it in the cafeteria because the mom brought so many pizzas, juice, and a birthday cake. We even blew out the candles. She brought a lighter, and I had to go find a knife to cut the cake because technically they can't bring knives to school. So that was so fun, and I can't wait for more birthdays for October and then everything else coming up. So every time there's a birthday, the kids always come up and like, who's next? Who's next? Who's gonna be next? Because they are absolutely loving the birthday gifts. I got the idea like 2 years ago from Mrs. Kayleen's, or what's her name? Miss Mayleen's Campbell's or something like that, where it's like this little happy birthday. They're not so more interested in this, but more of the little plushy animal. And something that I did is when you first buy these, it only comes with the string. It doesn't come with this, what's it called, carabiner, something like that. So I bought these myself during the summer, and I personally put the string and attached it to the carabiner, so that way they can attach it to anything like their backpack or their keys or something. So I do have to refill it because it is getting pretty low with all the birthdays, but they are absolutely loving every time there's a birthday. We do celebrate weekend birthdays either the day before or the day after. Just depends. I ask the kid, like, do you want it now or do you want it on Monday? Now you can see my room, beautiful, gorgeous. I need to take my lunch home and my hat, but I keep forgetting, so I'll try to do that this weekend. The bookshelf looks so good here, loving it. And then now the big eyesore. What is that? Our principal calls it a microwave because it looks like a microwave. Guys, they say they're gonna come back because this is only the first installment. There's gonna be a whole bunch of computer lights in there and DVDs, or not DVDs, but like DVD somethings. And guys, look at this. It has a key in there. I don't know if I'm supposed to grab it, keep it safe. Y'all can look in there. If y'all have this in your classroom, let me know. But my thing is, look at all the space here. All that space was available. You telling me the only available space you had was right here. And not even that, my place value, they put them down. They're right here. I mean, at least they not tore them down, but they peeled them off, and luckily it was with masking tape, although now it's kind of hard to peel off. Oh goodness. And I'm gonna have to gently, okay, no, that came obviously. And then they also tore down like these parts right here. I mean, they did it really nicely. They didn't tear down anything, but I'm gonna have to put these back and figure out where I can stick them, because some students still use like my little written expressions here. But guys, a lot of students were like, Miss Blanco, what's that big old black thing? I'm like, y'all, I don't even know. Apparently what they're doing for security, because we got a grant for the school, they're installing security cameras. So the security cameras is specifically more for the door. So when someone is at the door, kind of like Ring and Casa, when somebody knocks, it sends a notification to our computer and to our phone so we can see an image of who it is. But in order to do that, they need to like set up like a camera system, so that way we can see who it is and it connects to the internet and all that. Now, apparently we're also putting cameras in the classroom, so that way the admin can see us. I don't know if we can like record it ourselves. So, you know, that would be awesome to see like, oh, look, this is how your kid acts in school. You know, like there's always been that controversy of should cameras be in the classroom or not. So let me guys know, do you guys have cameras in your classroom? And if you do have cameras, is it more for your admin or is it more for you? Because like some admin says, no, it's a violation of privacy rights. We only have access to it. You can't show it to the parents because then you would have, violation of all the other students and their privacy. So, there's all that controversy. So what I'm going to do, my plan, I'm going to shimmy everything starting from right there. And hopefully it ends right about there, maybe like right there. I might have to maybe take off the top layer, but hopefully that'll be enough space that I can kind of just shimmy everything, because they only took down 4 posters and like the comma, so I'm hoping that's enough. So I'm going to try and do that right now for the last 15 minutes, but I got to get out of here by 5:30 to be at home with Cookie. So I'm going to go ahead and let y'all go. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will give you the update of what this looks like on Monday, so watch out for that vlog next week. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's vlog. Sorry for not filming all week, but trust me, this week has been crazy. Parent conferences, bullying meetings, like grading, trying to get ready for module 3, trying to do math PDs and other PDs, and then we had case coming up, and I'm in case this year. I'm doing the video editing club, so oh goodness, and just trying to do a whole 1,000 things in the life of being a teacher. I will see y'all next week. Bye guys.